Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. As, not the defect, because we're done with you. We'll just turn that off, because now we're on fun runs for you. I guess we gotta turn it on for every character. We're on the Watcher Ascension level 19. Let's do it. Watcher, I've been having a little bit of trouble with lately, because there are so many different ways to build the Watcher's decks that I find myself straddling the line of different deck archetypes of like wanting to change stances frequently, but then also retaining attacks for divinity, while also maybe trying to do like an alpha, beta, omega thing, while also trying to like omniscience, diva form energy, withdraw. I find myself straddling a bunch of lines as the Watcher. Give me a common relic. Centennial Puzzle is not that good early, but it'll get better as we progress here. But for now, let's just try to see what happens. Let's add some good cards to our decks and, see what kind of nonsense we can get into. What kind of trouble we can get into for ourselves. Early, we don't really need relics. We don't really need that many good cards because of the fact that our Wrath stance is so good. But mid-game and late game, I find myself struggling as the Watcher, not really knowing what I should be adding to my deck or how I should be building it, and even to an extent, sometimes changing my opinions on cards once I use them a little bit more. Like, I know previously I've done some, Battle Hymn Establishment, making those cards innate, which is good. They're good cards. They're just really effing slow, and I think they're actually too slow to get good value out of. Especially on high ascensions. Like maybe on ascension 13, 14, 15, you could run like Establishment, Battle Hymn, and those are the only attacks in your deck. But later as you progress, that's too slow. That's not fast enough. Thankfully we drew one attack. Crush Joints, Foreign Influence, Pressure Points. I like Foreign Influence upgraded because it's free, but I suppose immediately we could take a Crush Joints. Pressure Points has also been suggested as an interesting deck archetype. I just don't like it because it's too damn slow, and Artifact counters this pretty easily. Slime Boss. It also feels like it's not that good against the slime because he'll purge it. Here's the thing. If we don't ever add any more pressure points, if they just don't show up, then this card is almost worthless. If we take a Crush Joints, at the very least we can apply vulnerability and still have access to our stance changers and everything else in the deck that revolves around stance changing. I think this is just better over the long run because I can't rely on pressure points giving me more pressure points. Maybe I could make a deck like this work if we get the right seed, if we get the right RNG, but it's so risky because if we go pressure points, we basically get rid of Eruption, we get rid of our attacks, we get rid of our strikes, and we just add in like 4 pressure points, and then we only play these to do damage. It is good scaling damage, admittedly, for bosses and whatnot. It's also terrible against the Gremlin Knob. I hate this, but I tell you what, Centennial Puzzle's not that good. Let's go pressure points, let's build into it, and I'm not going to deviate. I'm going to stay the course, and I will try to make this work. We'll see what happens. Brr, brr, brr. I mean, we have you easily, even though we're not using pressure points to do it. It's not great AoE. That is a good point. We don't really need that much AoE, I feel. I don't want to add a study. It's such a good card. except when you get to like the heart fight and you have to play these insights and they're all hurting you for 2 or 3 damage due to the beat of death. A few insights to get good draw is nice, but I think permanently adding a study to your deck is a little excessive. And dude, I am trying. I am trying to like consider the options in the play. I'm trying to consider cards and like, well, let's think about the mid, early, and late game all together and figure out what the best thing is to add to the deck. I am trying. It's hard, it's wonky. We're gonna take 2 damage. A study will be necessary with pressure points, except I worry against the heart fight. I worry against the fact that every time you play an insight, you just take damage. Until we get an energy base that we can reliably play cards that we're drawing, I don't think that's the way we want to go. But you know what? We'll figure it out. And so scrying has been suggested to me as a good way of getting the pressure points working so that you can scry through your deck in order to get more pressure points. It's not worth using a potion. Yeah, it'll save us a little bit of damage, but we can just play 1 block. Does pressure point stop at 999? I think that's a question that doesn't matter, because I think once you hit 99 pressure points, the enemy is probably dead anyways. Mental Fortress, Flurry of Blows, Wish. You gotta go Wish. And this is like the perfect Wish target. Now, pressure points goes around a block because it says lose HP, not take damage. But I'm not gonna play it initially because we want to go all in on Wish. Yes, I know. It's not gold. We don't need gold, we need the strength so we can kill this guy. You know, we don't have to use pressure points if the enemy that we're fighting is not a good pressure points enemy. And I don't think we want an eruption at all. "13, 13, 13. I can do 39 damage. Well, unfortunately, that's not enough to kill you. And I don't want to take 20, so I kind of hate to do it, but I am going to put a block and hopefully do 41 damage to you within 2 turns, which is totally easy. Okay, that was not that bad. We got a relatively early Maw Bank, and I will take an Evaluate for block and draw. Screw it, I'll do it. Just Lucky Defend. We do have to fight an elite, but hopefully that doesn't matter so much. If I Eruption, I can do 20 damage to all enemies, which is not bad, but, you know, we'll probably freaking die. We could double Wish and then get 12 plated armor, and then this fight is gonna be pretty easy for us, so I actually think that's what I'm gonna do. If I get up to 12 plated armor, eventually, you know, the sentries can do 0 damage to me for the rest of the fight. So, yeah, we'll just do that immediately. We don't need those because we have enough block now. Now we have enough block. So I basically, this is me saying I upgraded a Defend and a Just Lucky instead of holding on to that potion. Basically, that's what I did. I said, hey, you know what? We don't need this potion. It's a pretty bad turn, but I don't really want to use the Insight. I'd rather save it for next turn. I'd rather save the Insight if I'm ever gonna get hit, essentially. And we're not even getting hit now, so I'm not gonna play it. We can spend as long as we want on this fight with 12 plated armor. It doesn't matter how many dazes there are in this deck. I guess we'll just... Well, yeah, because we can't draw anything that gets us out of the state, so we'll just kill you. Now we're taking no damage forever. Okay. I guess at some point we could play these just to go faster. Which, now that there's only one remaining, I actually think is a good idea. Or rather, one of each set remaining. You know, they attack on opposite turns. Now that there's only, you know, one attacking at a time per turn and we're taking no damage, we'll expend those insights, but... Okay, so we made it out of this fight taking very little damage, like 4. Next, we're gonna go to the chest, and then are we gonna go fight another elite? No, because if it's Gremlin Knob, I think we're gonna die. Yeah, I look at Gremlin Knob, and I think to myself, we're probably unable to defeat him before he kills us. Yeah, Doubled Wish could give us 12 plated armor, but it's also gonna give him +6 strength if we play it not on turn 1. Follow up Flurry Flying Sleeves. I mean, a retain attack is probably fine. Meal ticket. Well, now if we go here, we can actually heal for free. So let's actually do that. Let's go here. Lots of upgrading opportunities. Let's ignore the fact that there's an elite there, and let's just get this deck more upgraded. Heal automatically. We also get a little bit more gold. Got to admit, Potion Belt. But whenever you shuffle, oh, it's whenever you shuffle Scry. Potion Belt and Bag of Prep seem pretty good. Is it worth breaking the bank? I think it might be, actually. To have 4 potions going into the heart fight would be insane. And better turn 1 draw is really good to get to like a wish. So goodbye, Maw Bank. You've been good to me, I think. We will upgrade the deck slowly but surely. Sure, give me the pressure points. Let's go all in. Give me more pressure points. I don't care. I said I don't care, give me the pressure points. We're not gonna take the curse though. And I'm not even gonna rest. I think that we can get around the damage of this guy as long as we just, essentially just do this. As long as we get Wish, we can get Strength, and then we can ice him. And yeah, we're not getting gold, but like, who cares? We just erupt, we Flying Sleeves, and he's toast. Yeah, I mean, we can do slightly more damage if we play the Eruption, but I guess we should. 2 enemies at 5 HP, they're dead if we draw any attacks. And if we don't, we're dead. Except we're not quite dead, we're just almost dead. Granted, that was a pretty bad draw. We just need, you know, 1 attack. There we go, thank you. That could have been horrible. Vault, Scrawl, Spirit Shield, I'm thinking Vault. Get through the deck a little bit faster. And Fusion Hammer, Busted Crown, Runic Pyramid. It's either Fusion Hammer or Runic. I suppose Fusion Hammer is really good, because if you get a Lesson Learned, you can upgrade your cards via Lesson Learned. So we'll think about it. Will the Wizard says, I only just realized it's 1:30 a.m. already. It is 8:23 p.m. But I have been streaming for 4.5 hours and the time does fly. If we won't be able to upgrade vaults, but like, I don't know. To be able to hold on to like Eruption, Vigilance, and do a lot of damage quickly is nice. Be able to hold on to cards in general is nice. We'd still be able to upgrade if we take Runic Pyramid. Do we need more? I don't. Ugh. This is such a this is such a hard choice. Because we don't have lesson learned, but we could get a lesson learned. But Runic Pyramid is also fantastic so that you can play the cards when you want to play your cards. But we're gonna get our hand filled with garbage eventually, but we'll also be able to like erupt on the correct turn by holding on to erupt, consecrate, just lucky, etc. I'm gonna take Fusion Hammer. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's been done, so there's no choice, but yeah. Yeah, I think we'll take the Fusion Hammer. Those both seem pretty good. Because then we can pressure points one of you. Put up enough block. Does Runic count as retaining? No! Runic Pyramid does not retain cards. Runic Pyramid stops you from discarding. Subtle difference, but it is an important one. Okay, well, I mean, we have to do this at some point. Wish for gold and then like immediately die, probably. Enter Calm or Wrath. 6, 6, 18. You know? But if we do that, it's not 6, 6, 18 because of the eruption. We could do 6, 6, 4. It's not enough. I guess we're just going to be putting up some block on this turn and taking 16 damage. You're gonna die to this, pressure points, which is very nice, by the way. I am acknowledging how nice that is. Give me a just lucky. You bastards! GT Quark, thank you for the gift sub to Will the Wizard. He is a wizard, I hear. Alright, let's do it like this. I know you're 2 strength up, but we have flying sleeves in hand. And we have 4 attacks anyways. Alright, so we took like 15 damage on this fight. That's kind of unfortunate, but... Cut through Fate, Tranquility, Sash Whip. Sash Whip is very good for weakness. I think I'll take it. It's not a wave of the hand, but I think I'll take it. You know, I'm gonna go up to 78 HP by getting rid of Vault. I know it's a good card, but I'll be honest, it's a heal for 40. I think it's probably worth more than keeping it in hand. Keeping it in deck, rather. You know what? Give me plated armor. I want to take no damage here. This emote is great for any Spire stream. Kaka! We don't need that much block. That'll do it. We do need to punch through your protections at some point, though. I don't know. I don't really see this. Oh my god, no blocks. I don't really see this run really. That's a lucky vault. I don't really see this run going anywhere, but you know, I'm still gonna freaking try. That's enough block, but we're not gonna play Eruption. This plated armor has actually saved me quite a lot of damage. We need to get to the pressure point faster. If we're gonna be relying on that, we've got to find a way of getting to it a lot faster. I know I keep adding cards to the deck, but this is kind of what I was worried about initially, is having, I mean, dude, an eruption early. Like, we could calm into eruption, which gives me the energy to also play Wish and then 2 strikes on top of it. Dude, you know what? I'm gonna do it because we gotta fight this guy quick. This Neko. Now you are hitting me for 36, and I wish you wouldn't. But there you go. It's the first hit we took on the floor. No, that's not the first hit we took on the floor. We got owned by the by the birds. I may have forgot about that. Excuse me. Just gonna kill you. But still, only 6 HP down. Swivel, Third Eye, Reach Heaven. Reach Heaven is very good. But give me that Third Eye. I wanna, God. You know, it sucks, but the further we get along, the more I'm like, I don't think we're gonna be able to make the pressure points work. We've only seen one. If we're gonna make pressure points work, we're gonna have to have a couple more of these in the deck, I think. This is slightly unfortunate, because we could wish for gold and then give you a pressure points, or we could have played like eruption. You're doing 22 damage, 21 damage. Good lord. Well, there's enough block at least. And you're still hitting, huh? This'll do 24 damage, so I could kill you, but then I won't be able to exit stance, and next turn's gonna suck. But if I don't kill you, I'm gonna take a buttload of damage. So I better kill you then. And you know what? We can add an insight to our draw pile and hope that helps. Or hope that you buff, because if you buff, I'm not worried. We took a lot of non-matching cards like Flying Sleeves, for example, and then slowing down the deck. The question, or like the response to that, is how do you defeat the first act if you don't take cards? You know, I cannot defeat the first floor with strikes, defends, eruption, vigilance, and 1 pressure points. Maybe you can. Maybe that's the whole point of pressure points, is that you literally don't add any other card to your deck. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out as I go. I'll add a Ragnarok. I know I'm adding cards. But like, I'm trying to figure it out. It's just hard to figure out, you know? So we cannot, I forgot about this, by the way, we cannot actually smith. But we'll get the key piece and then we'll rest after this fight, because I imagine we'll take some damage. I can't imagine us not taking damage. But we do have extra energy now. I mean, honestly, Vigilance Empty Body is what you want here. Totally not a big shot. Welcome back! You decided to stop by and watch after surgery. You had surgery? Well, here's hoping you're doing well. We're gonna take 11 damage. We have to rest anyway, so this is not too bad. We could wish if we really wanted to. I don't think this is a good wish time though. think I just wanna put up some blocks and wait for the eruption that'll kill with Flying Sleeves or Ragnarok. Ragnarok! Strawberry, like water, Flying Sleeve, Sash Whip. I think that's a skip. We'll rest back up to 70 HP. Duality, attack, you gain temporary dex. I mean, it does matter. It ruins artifact protection if you get it, but I'll still take it. It does help. And you might not get any artifact protection, in which case you might as well have this, right? So there you go, perfect block. Oh wait, why do that when you play plated armor, you dummy? I just immediately forgot about it. Forgot about it? Ignore me. Didn't even come close to knocking the bird down. That's unfortunate. But we can still knock him down and take no damage, fortunately. So thank God I played that wish. I'm not gonna erupt. That'd be silly. Insight Daze. I mean, honestly, I don't really mind an Insight Daze being in our draw pile right there. We should have just luckied first, but... And we should have played our attacks so that we could get more value out of the block there. Okay, I'm messing up Duality even though we just picked it up. But luckily we're taking no damage. Honestly? Oh, excuse me, the sneezes. Oh, Jesus. Honestly, if we play Ragnarok, you're dead, so I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God, allergies have been really annoying lately. Ugh. Actually, I can't kill you. 15 damage doesn't do it. So, I guess we'll try to put up an additional 16 block, which we can do. I'm just trying to take no damage if I can. I gotta rub my eye. Ugh. Okay. Just trying to take no damage. This is a long fight against the Chosen, by the way. I'm kind of surprised it's been this long. Also, I can't freaking kill you, but we're gonna take 8 damage. After all of that, we took 8 damage. Pressure points. Hey, we got a second one now. So now, in theory, we can actually make that part of the run work. Jesus, the sneezes says, did I not mute myself? I hope I muted myself. That would have been silly if I didn't. I hate to do it, but I think we're gonna wish plated armor. And then I think I'm gonna, oh my God, look at the next turn. There's no blocks at all. I'm like, we have 13 block. Because if I pressure points kill you, which I can do, we'll get vulnerabilized. But I think instead, I'd rather just take none and either wait for the frailty to end or wait for a turn when, you know, not everyone is attacking. So please give me some third eye capabilities. I mean, honestly, this seems like an okay time to crush him. because we're gonna take no damage. That seemed okay, that seemed okay. We're currently taking no damage. Still taking no damage. I mean, if it works, right? I want 1 defend next turn. We're not frail, so 1 defend should get us there or close to it. I mean, I think it's clear that I just need more pressure points or fewer other cards in the deck or more draw. It does get the we'll take a meditate. It does get the job done, it just takes a while. It takes a long while. Okay, hold on. Pressure points. Miracle, defend, 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 meditate, pressure points, and then try to kill you next turn? I guess that is possible. Man, an eruption is so tempting here, but let's just mark you 16 damage. Okay, I got to admit, kind of dislike this whole "you are still alive because I'm so weak" thing, but at least you're dead. That was so awful. The weakness sucked. Put up some plated armor. Still gonna take 8 damage though, but we have to rest anyway, so taking a little bit of damage is not that bad. That's a pretty bad draw. Right, you know, actually, make sure to play your cards in the right order. Right, make sure to play your cards in the right order. Just lost 1 plated armor for no reason. Played them in the right order this time, thankfully. I don't even know if we're gonna live. Let's just, I don't know, cross our fingers, hope to die. We have 1 HP. You're gonna freaking live. And you're gonna kill me. You're gonna kill me by 1. So losing 1 HP like 5 turns ago did matter. Playing the cards in the wrong order did matter. Fine, fine, okay? I'll just say it. I don't know how to play pressure points, okay? What are you supposed to do? Choose a rare colorless card. You know what people keep saying, this is always good. It's not always good, but it is the most interesting of the choices, so we'll take Apotheosis. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, why wouldn't you? Apotheosis is fantastic, and if we can upgrade it before the first elite, that would honestly be for the best. Though if we want to fight 3 elites, we do have to... fight first. Unless we get a lucky upgrade here, which we might. So let's, but then if we go this path, we do have to go to a bad shop. Let's go this path instead. Scram. If we get lucky, we'll be able to upgrade it a question mark. If not, you know, we can still usually play it. Even if it's expensive, it'll make the miracle upgraded so that we get more value out of our turn. You know, it's pretty good. And Apotheosis by itself is just straight up one of the best cards in the game, so... Bottle the Apotheosis. That is definitely the plan, if we can make it happen. Protect, prostrate, or pray. Pray is slow, prostrate is slow, protect. It's a good block that I like, and I'm gonna add it. Upgrade apotheosis, easy first choice. We do not want curses. So we're not gonna have too many opportunities to build our deck before we have to fight the elite. Hopefully we can add some attacks before we have to fight though. That's the big one. We need to find some good cards to add to this deck. Right now, this deck kinda sucks. Like, I could Eruption, but why risk it? There's no reason to. Rush down, Tranquility, halt. Well, I mean... Rush it down is kind of interesting. Halt is also pretty tempting because 12 block for 0 is, you know, pretty decent. How are we gonna kill these enemies though? We need attacks, we need raw attacks, we need a bunch of attacks. Do we take Rush Down and then Eruption and then draw cards and then play them and then try to kill the enemy fast? I don't know, this seems like a horrible draw. But I'm gonna take Tranquility because when it's upgraded, it's free. I know, not a very like fancy thought process there, but you know, hey, it'll be free. And then if we draw it early, it's still playable later. We're just waiting on Eruption now, essentially. Conclude, Swivel, Sash Whip. Conclude is very good. It's the attack that we need, I think. Just, please don't be Gremlin Knob. Please get Apotheosis early. Well... I mean, this is... We have 6 energy worth of attacks, and what's coming up? Nothing. Apotheosis Conclude is coming up next, and we're gonna take, you know, this much damage. So let's hope we don't die. Oh, by the way, we drew nothing. So block, block. Jesus, like, block, block. We're dead. I mean, dude, no attack showed up. One of the question marks was worthless, and then we also had no attacks show up except for Conclude. So, like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Do you take Rush Down there? I mean, you could. I don't think it's necessarily a great card, but... Yeah, that was pretty bad. It was possibly the worst draw, but oh well. So there is an opportunity here. There's an opportunity to get 2 free elites if we get super lucky. We're gonna try it. No, you gotta go Eruption first. Yeah, +1 strength is fine. Dude, we are gonna get... We're gonna get 2 free elites if we go here and it's not an elite. We're gonna try it. Because it's fun. And if it works, we'll be so happy. So let's keep upgrading. We are gonna get 2 free elites, that's funny. One of them is gonna be a burning elite too. We're not really adding much to the deck, but we're upgrading it. You know, we're getting some powers, some relics. Empty Fist, Battle Hymn, just lucky. Battle Hymn is still good enough to take, especially early. We get Kunai, which is very good. I don't really know how I want to build that, but it's quite nice. I am going to take Foresight as well. The early Scry is kind of nice per turn. Do we fight another elite? Or rather, it's like our first elite. We could go to like 4 question marks. You know what? Screw it. Let's go 4 question marks. This is fun. I think I'm just gonna like Purge a Strike. This might be a Yeah, we're gonna anger the mushrooms here. We need some combat. This might end up being a battle him run for all I know. Okay, so we know what it's gonna draw, and then we can upgrade, which gives us more energy from the miracle, which means we're gonna hit. We did draw vigilance, so we could exit stance if we wanted to, or I could kill you, and then defend once. We actually did get dex out of that too, which is nice. So we're gonna take 9 damage, but then we'll get the protection from vulnerability, which is really nice. Sash Whip, just lucky pressure points. Give me a just lucky. I'm interested in these cards now. Desecrate or Prey. I don't want curses, so goodbye. Sure, upgrade 2 strikes. I'm just gonna purge them later from the deck anyways, in all likelihood. Scry 4 or a Smite. Give me a innate battle hymn. I don't really know what I'm doing with the deck. We just got a ton of relics for like no effort. That's what this deck is doing right now. Oh, right, I forgot that we would draw. Okay, so we'll do it like this. Gain dex, play 1 defend. Fredakis says it'll be years or never that we see Abe take pressure points again. I think it's a bad card, so why would I take it? And here I'm like, do you just eruption? Like, get through the deck and then, you know, you're still putting up enough block thanks to that free block from Just Lucky, I suppose. Oh hey, there's Vigilance, so I guess that's working. And then we'll draw Eruption immediately. You know, it's something about this is working. And there's Vigilance, so 1, 2, 3, there's Dex. If we do this every turn, we'll be fine. In fact, Hexaghost is essentially, nearly, already, almost completely dead. I'll actually take that card. That's good. 1 more attack gives us Dex. Dude, absolutely. That defend is pretty sweet. We do lose 4 HP, but like, Hexaghost is dead. That was not that bad. It was not that bad. Judgment, Spirit Shield, Conjure Blade. If we have a lot of retain attacks, Spirit Shield is very good block. Conjure Blade is expensive, we don't have an energy base that justifies it. Judgment is good for dealing with certain enemies and birds in particular. So I kind of like all of this, well, all of these two rather. I think we'll go for a... That's tough, because Judgment's very good against particular enemies. Give me the Judgment. And then, oh my god, are we really gonna go Black Star? I feel like we don't really have a good Black Star deck, but we're gonna try it. With Preserved Insect, this is a good opportunity to maybe ball out of control, although it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be real freaking tough. This is a 1 elite path on the left? That's unfortunate. We could fight 2 elites if we go in this direction, or 3 if we go in this direction, with optional rests if we want it. So I think this path could be pretty good for us. Possible 3 elites. No early shop. So this is why you want Judgment. I'll take 1 damage, who cares? Hopefully we'll draw it like, you know, now. There it is. So let's ice you, because you're doing 15 damage. We'll put up some block. We're not really getting anything else out of this turn, unfortunately, but we're not really set to easily fight birds. At least this did not go too badly. Could have gone a lot worse. Deceive Reality. That is a card that I want. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What is that, like 7? 11? What? You take 15% of my health? You bastard. Well, at least this is just wait for freaking Judgment and then kill him. Which we can maybe draw? We'll just draw it next turn. I mean, this is one of the enemies that you take Judgment for. Well, hey, look, pressure points. No. What are we doing in this deck? I'm thinking way too heavily about Judgment. Do we want a Tranquility or an Empty Fist? A Tranquility could be nice, so that we can erupt with all of our attacks on the appropriate turn. They're not going to be upgraded. I don't want to lose half my health. Cultists kind of blow. And getting Eruption and Vigilance on turn 1 also kind of blows, because what the hell am I going to do on the next turn? Judgment won't be able to kill anything, and the smites are, you know, 12 damage or 13 damage, but they're still slow. So, I don't know why I went for you first. It seems kind of dumb in hindsight, but you're still dead. We'll take 12, and I mean, yeah, we'll take, you know, a lot. Well, we can kill you and live at least. Barely. But like, I think we have to erupt with a lot of attacks to kill you on this turn, which didn't happen. So instead, we'll take no damage, keep the smite. So now this is 26, this is 52 damage once you erupt. Okay, you're dead. Well, that sucked. That sucked a lot. I do like a prostrate. Because of our dex gain, I think that this is okay for blocking. Oh, I hate this. Here's hoping you don't attack. Oh, thank God. Well, Eruption's coming up next turn, and we might be able to turn this into a Divinity kill with Judgment play next turn. So let's start by, I mean, I think we just start by working you down. I don't even think you play the smite. I think you keep it. Because 2 smites are 52 damage in Wrath, which we didn't draw, but we can draw now. I mean, can we even kill? Yes, if we use Divinity. You know what, just use it. used one potion and killed an elite taking no damage. That's gotta be worth it. Teardrop Locket, Tungsten Rod, both good. You start combat in calm, and when you lose HP, you lose one less card. Now, interesting choice here, Diva Form or Establishment. Establishment will make the smites free after 2 turns. Diva Form is a ton of energy. The card is retained, reduces cost. At the start of your turn, gain energy. I don't know. If we take Establishment and we upgrade it to be innate, it takes 2 turns to get anything out of it, because it doesn't make your smites free on the same turn that you play it. If you play it on the same turn as Battle Hymn, because you have no smites in hand, you have to get a smite in hand, then not play it, then you get the smite for free on a future turn. It's just so slow. And when you want to burst these elites down quickly, it's just so bad. Like the last run, the literal last run when we were playing the Defect, the reason why we won was because we were killing enemies quickly. Like the Act 4 elites. We killed them on like turn 2. This is so slow. It is good, it's just slow, but I understand it and I'm still taking it, so that tells you something. We need to rest before we fight another elite, so we are gonna bail and heal. Duality, you know, it's something. Diva Form takes 3 turns to pay for itself, though. That is true, except it's not about it taking turns to pay for itself, it's about getting a benefit from it, which you get on the next turn when you get 1 extra energy out of it. You know, not all the time will you be paying 3 energy to get 1 energy next turn, but sometimes it is kind of nice to have that option. I did this wrong. If I pop this, I'll lose our, or I'll just gain 1 dex. I shouldn't have attacked and we could have not been frail. This is just my bad. All right, this is gonna be an interesting turn. We're gonna attack. Okay, gained dex, kind of a lot of dex. We're going to 1, 2, 3 energy in hand. Good. 1, 2, 3. Play this. We're still taking damage, unfortunately, but that's kind of like as good as it gets. We're not going to be able to judgment you, so we're just going to have to block. Still taking 5 damage, which is actually 4, but this guy sucks. This guy is a horrible enemy to be fighting without like a malaise. Deceive Reality. I think we want another one. If we're going Establishment, it's a good card to have. Dude, you know, I'm just gonna rest and fight the elite and get 2 relics. Hopefully. Okay, okay. Don't become frail. And hit me for 11. I know I'm using potions on this, but like, I really don't want to take a buttload of damage when possible. We want Establishment. Oh my freaking god. Jesus. Take none? Now at least these cards are free. So now we'll gain dex. Put some blocks in our hand, keep gaining more dex. I don't have the energy for it, that's fine. Judgment. We will get you to judgment. Oh my lord. Pray, reach heaven, wheel kick. Wheel kick is draw. Reach heaven adds a through violence. Pray, mantra, insight. I kind of want pray, but it is slow. But I like the added insight, and if you can get divinity, it's a great card. But we're gonna be fighting an elite next. I don't really want to add it when, you know, we are not going to be entering divinity on this fight in all likelihood. We don't need that. We'll take 4 damage. That's a pretty bad turn 1, admittedly, but that's kind of what happens when you have this battle hymn strategy, because it just takes you so long to add smites to your deck. Even now I'm like, well, you know, take 5 damage, which is actually only 4, admittedly. Establishment will make cards free. Block, block. Is it worth playing Foresight? Probably. The safeties will be free. Let's get a power out there. We might have him, actually. 26, 26, 52. We do not have you, but we can still Tranquility at the end of this turn, which means that we will be safe. So we're gonna make it out of this fight. We'll get 2 more relics and we'll see what they are. Shovel and Bag of Prep. Bag of Prep is pretty good. Shovel is a little eh. Because we have to rest anyways. Taking no damage. We did 4. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta learn like a better deck construction for the Watcher. This battle hymn nonsense. When I started playing as a Watcher, I thought it was like the best deck you could construct, because it's like, well, it's so good. Why would you not want to add good cards to your deck every turn that you play for free? And now I'm like, oh crap, can I survive? You know, it's gone quite heavy in the other direction at this point. At least now they're free. Oh my lord. Just hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him. Watcher meta is Stance Dancing, says Ogrim. And you know this from your extensive Spire knowledge. Flurry of Blows, Mental Fortress. That does seem, honestly, like one of the best strategies. To be able to constantly swap stances, get value out of Flurry of Blows, Mental Fortress, and maybe like talk to the hand as well, get some extra block. I've done that in the past. Hello? I've done that in the past. It's just usually difficult to work around. I'm actually gonna pop the strength potion because I think we're gonna die here. You know, I have a hard time figuring out how to make that work, but I understand in theory how it's supposed to work. I guess my whole deal is I don't know what to add to make the Stance Dancing work. We'll take just lucky. Okay, just keep adding these safeties to our hand for when he's, you know, not debuffing us to hell and back. Prostrate might be a little bit too slow with the mantra gain, but you never know. 1, 2, 3. Ogrim says battle him is too slow. That's a possibility. That's a possibility that I'll accept. Cancel, please. We gotta play this, and we gotta play this, and nothing else matters. We're not frail anymore. So if we can attack thrice, you can gain some dex out of this. Actually, we'll do it like this. It's a lot. That's a high value single defend. Actually, I want the strike and the deceive and the prostrate. I want all this. I guess we'll just add the safeties to our hand and start stockpiling again. You're doing 17 damage. Honestly, that's pretty good. But we're frail. I see the problem. Well, we can get enough block. We won't be playing anything. But there you go. Then we'll have these smites for next turn so we can gain more permanent decks. Might as well do it like this for the permanent gain. We're about to draw some deceive realities. He's not clearing his debuffs yet, so we can keep smacking him a little bit. This is what we wanted. 1, 2, 3. Can't play 3 more attacks, but we will play Fear No Evils. Judged. Strike, prostrate, cut through fate. Yo, Smite, get out of here. I want to look. Well, I mean, we should probably take prostrate because we're 1 prostrate away at that point to getting divinity. And we want attacks anyway, so I guess we'll just take all these cards. And we'll keep the safeties in hand. Now we're vulnerable and frail. Odd Mushroom is gonna help us a little bit here, but we're still frail. And he is hitting us for 54 damage, which is pretty bad. What do we have in the draw pile? We do have a Vigilance, so an Eruption, Vigilance into Heavy Defense is probably what we want so we can stack temporary decks. So we want an Eruption, a Strike. Yeah, we want an Eruption and a Strike with the Smite. So dump 1 strike. You know what, dump the deceive as well, because we're gonna add a smite to our hand. No, this is the smite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is fine. Cancel. So we erupt. Actually, it's a little expensive, but attack, attack, vigilance. You're doing 54 damage. We have to play all of them, but it gets the job done. And then, weirdly enough, if we draw prostrate, we can kill you pretty easily. Which is gonna happen next turn. So I think we're gonna win, which is stupid. There you go, divinity. I still don't know what this deck is doing, but I tell you what, Devotion seems like the play, and we need energy, so we are going to take Slaver's Caller. Even though changing all of our strikes and defense to other cards is kind of interesting, but we need energy, so we're gonna take Slaver's Collar. And I have no idea how this deck is working. I like, by the way, that Chad is saying, Ogrim says, "You're the only streamer I see building weird, quirky decks and actually win. Heart forces you to play the meta, not be creative." Cork says, "It's super fun watching interesting decks, seeing how they go, and the explanation of what you're thinking about makes it fun to follow." And here I am saying, I have no idea what this deck is doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just adding what I think makes sense. Now, where the hell do we go? We do not have to fight the Burning Elite. We still have Black Star, so we still want to fight elites. There's 2 elites here, there's 2 elites here, 2 elites here, and then there's 1 elite here. So I think what we want is question marks into 2 elite fights. We also have 534 goddamn gold. That's a lot. I also think that this Orb Walker fight is gonna be unusually annoying for us. Like oh, we did get Eruption, okay. This is too slow. Because then we can Erupt, get energy, Smite, Fear No Evil, might as well safety, and you're dead next turn. Okay. It takes a little bit of effort, but we got there. Meditate, I think, is what we want to be able to bring cards back and make them cheap with Establishment. That's a very good combo. 2 curses, huh? For 999 gold? Screw it. And now all we need is a shop. If we get a shop, we can buy whatever we want, and there is a shop up there. By the way, we just removed both normalities instantaneously. Seems pretty good. Sweet, next. In fact, what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna go to like this shop, maybe even both of these shops, and then that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna fight the elite at this point, because I can just buy relics. I have infinite money. We have to play Battle Hymn. We have to play Establishment. We should have done this differently, because we could have erupted. And no, Tranquility is gonna take energy though. But you do gain temporary dex. Now just play the safety. Accept that you're gonna take damage. This is not a perfect fight. Just hope they don't multi-attack at all, ever. So let's kill you. Do 10 damage, Isia. Oh my god, am I really gonna put up 8 block? That's what I feel about that fight. Do we need to upgrade anything? Devotion, Establishment, those need to be upgraded. Let's start with the Establishment, even though it is slow. You're doing 27 damage. You know what? You're doing 18 damage? Hit me for 3. Now I have 2 safeties. Okay, 1, 2. You're doing 12 damage. 3 means we can play 1 safety and then meditate back 2 cards, deceive realities. Now they're free. You'll debuff me, but it's not really that bad. Oh, that's real bad. That's a curse. I mean, we'll remove the curse. It's unfortunate though because it's gonna be Parasite. So, sorry, you didn't see it, but trust me, it was Parasite. Play one safety. This is a slow fight, but when we hit Divinity, we can just stall for Divinity next turn and then ice him, I suppose. I'd rather you didn't make me weak though, so I might try to, yeah, make you do like 32, then we can Tranquility, or we can maybe just put up enough block. Yeah, like let's just, well, let's Tranquility. Because we're gonna enter Divinity anyways. It's not like holding in the Wrath state is gonna be worth much. I think an empty body is okay. Because we want to become cursed, receive 2 madness. We don't need madness. We're gonna lose a lot of max HP here. Yeah, what? I forgot what I was saying. It's okay. Should have still played Prostrate, that was dumb. 5 damage. We want Empty Body into a Fear No Evil. That's like the perfect play. Gives us enough block. We can scry through our deck. We can gain decks. Meditate back a couple of cards. What do we want? Well, next turn he's not gonna attack. So what we probably want is like an Eruption Empty Body. Might as well give me the opportunity to hit. Might as well keep hitting, honestly, and then get a safety in hand. You're doing 20 damage. 2 turns away from Divinity. I mean, having a Fear No Evil, having that now would actually be okay. Perfect block. Deceive Reality, strike Prostrate. If we play Prostrate, we will enter Divinity. We only have 2 attacks in hand. I think we will wait until next turn for this, please. Hey, attacks, thank you. Smite, strike, just lucky. 40 block. Good. We have to play everything. We'll meditate back. Eruption and Cut Through Fate, because we're gonna try to kill him within 2 turns, I think. We're not gonna be weak anymore, too. Ah, he actually decided that he is going to attack me. That's rude. That is very rude, but we still have a good play here. Eruption, Cut Through Fate. It'll draw a... If it draws a Judgment, I'm pretty sure we can kill you. That was a long fight, but I think we took no damage, which is pretty good. It's a shop. We're gonna go to the shop. We have 1,600 gold, by the way. 1,600 gold. Panacea seems really good because we can gain a lot of decks via this. We will purge Parasite. Goodbye max HP. Speed Potion, also very good for a massive dex gain. Maybe we'll try buying a Speed Potion. Maybe we'll try buying Orichalcum, Protect, Sands of Time, Whetstone, and Frozen Eye. We could also take Nirvana to get 3 block per turn, but it's like so little block that I don't really care. Now we have to fight an elite. It's a weak giant head, which makes me feel pretty good. Although we are gonna like get hit immediately, but whatever. You know what, stay there. I'll take some damage. Will I? Nah, let me use a potion. Yeah, there you go. Is Spaghetti Boy the only enemy that gives curses? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's annoying like that. So I've got an idea here. Here's my idea. Now we're 3 decks up forever. Now, we don't really want to block much against the big giant head boy, but, you know, we're still 3 decks up forever. Seems pretty good. There's more decks up. Prostrate is now 13 block. I mean, that seemed okay. Devotion, Fear No Evil, Foresight. Yes. 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 We are playing a lot of blocks in that turn, but I think it's important. If we save our attacks and hit Divinity, we can probably kill them, so we just need a stall. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Tick-tock for you, my friend. Tick-tock for you. So let's see if we can draw Eruption here. That'd actually be kind of nice. Didn't, but that's fine. Next turn is Divinity, so all we need to do is survive. Sands of Time is a good card to have. We'll also keep the Deceive Reality. We will also dump a card from our hand to make our next turn slightly better, and let's take a... like a Fear No Evil, Deceive Reality. We don't really need the Deceive, but it's good to have, I think. We don't need Eruption. There's Divinity. It's weird, but like, if we're gonna kill him, we want to start with the blocks to get the slowness up. Anyways, he's dead. Ceramic Fish and Mercury Hourglass. Not really what I was looking for. Meditate is pretty interesting though. You can always just meditate cards back and play them for free after the first turn. So I think that's a totally worthwhile pick. There you go, just because you can. I hate this. We're gonna take a lot of damage in theory. Well, it's not in theory, we're just gonna take a lot of damage, I guess. This is pretty bad. We're gonna take 12. We really can't take this damage because we have to get the key piece here. We can't rest. So all of these little hits here are really hurting. They're hurting a lot. I guess just lucky is good enough, especially if we keep getting temporary decks and it gives us more decks. 15. Yeah, give me a safety. Take none. I can't believe you're doing 25 freaking damage. Are you kidding me? Okay. I think that was fine. We took none thanks to Tungsten Rod. We did have to use some potions to make it happen though, and we kept a lot of the decks up that we had. We have another dex up, thank you. He's dead, okay. That sucked. We did get an Entropic Brew though. Entropic Brew is pretty good. Flurry of Blows. We don't really change stances that much. I mean, no Wrath stance cards ever showed up on this run that I remember. Maybe one Indignation, but no Tantrum, no Crescendo, nothing else. So we're kind of just going block and Divinity at this point because that's actually something that we can do easily. So we'll take an Empty Mind for draw. Let's go here. Eternal Feather. It's healing. We want Talk to the Hand. We want Wave of the Hand. I know we're adding cards, but they're important. I think we will dump the Strikes still. We probably do want Anchor. Although if we save our money, we can get something on the next shop. So you know what? I'm just gonna save my money for the next shop. What is this? This is Stance Potion. Yeah, let's just do this. We have to recall. At least we are at 63 HP, which is not that bad. And Time Eater isn't too bad against us. I'm not gonna play Panacea. If we play Panacea, we'll prevent like either one dex gain or one dex loss, or we'll prevent like some debuffs from this guy. I wanna hold it so that we can get like 5 decks or something in the future. That's my idea, that's my thinking. I mean, I could just hit you for 54. We take 0 damage thanks to Tungsten Rod. That's not that bad. This is also not that bad. What do we want in hand? In hand, we probably want blocks, even more so than that Panacea. Okay. Devotion, Empty Mind, Vigilance, Empty Body, Deceive, Protect, Safety, Meditate. So we did nothing, but we have 3 cards to play next turn. Give me a Protect, give me the other Meditate. We're just stalling. We're stalling way too long, but we're still stalling. We can play 2 cards, so 1, 2. We're taking 10 damage. Oh my god. We're not frail anymore, at least. Really do need like a block. Taking a lot of damage, but he's weak. We're taking 17. Would have been a good time for Panacea to show up because we were 6 decks up. Am I okay going 2 decks up? There you go. Am I gonna play 2 cards? That's another question. I think I'll save 2 cards because a Protect plus another block is like probably good enough. You're doing 33 damage, though. And we're in Divinity. This is a bad turn for Divinity. This is a horrible turn for Divinity. We're taking 18 damage. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. $13 blocks. If I hit you and play this, you take none. You're still not oh no, you are rolling over. Okay. You're gonna lose the weakness and you're gonna lose the 2 turns, or sorry, the 2 block return that we have, but still. At least you're gonna freaking die. And we can enter Divinity next turn. Can I kill you in Divinity? Well, we're gonna freaking find out, so. You're not really hitting for that much. We have 6 cards. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Taking none. You're not attacking this turn. Pretty much just playing everything I can. Well, you're doing 50 damage. I'm vulnerable, I'm frail. This might be the end. This is probably the end. Let's see what we get here. Ancient potion. Should have had that earlier, I guess. Well, okay, hold up, hold up. Eruption, Smite, signature move, while weak. Probably do like 40 something damage. It's not enough to kill you. What about a wallop then? $15 block. You're doing 100 damage, by the way. Protect, safety, defend, meditate. We live. We keep Eruption Sands of Time. We kill you on this turn, and we make our way to Act 4. God, this deck sucks. But we did it! It just took a million years, which means that against the heart, I have no idea what we're gonna do, because we have not enough attacks. Figure it out. Dig, Smith, what do we want? I'm gonna be honest with you, it's either Wave of the Hand or Devotion. They kinda need upgrading. I think we're gonna go Devotion. The extra mantra is probably worth a lot. And you know what? I think we want another battle hymn. I think we need more attacks. Not becoming frail is also great. We can afford both. And then give me a regen potion. Battle him, establishment. All right. So turn 2, we're gonna get hit for 61 damage. I think we're probably gonna get screwed. Yeah, we're only gonna have 3 cards next turn, and we have to stop 62 or 61 damage. So, you know, that turn 1, it's not really good enough. But at the very least, we can gain the temporary dex, and then maybe put up a little bit more block. But yeah, like at this point, what the hell are you gonna do? It's like, I mean, it's awful. I don't even know if we can survive this turn. It's like we have to turn around. Protect, meditate. I mean, I'm not even running the math at this point because I don't know. I don't know like what else we can do there on that fight. So I mean, we easily died on the Act 3 elites. I'll be honest, I don't like that it's I think maybe like a 50-50 chance that they hit you for 61 on turn 2 versus 40 on turn 2. Like, it should be a little bit more consistent, because going from 40 to 60, that's a big jump in damage output. The fact that you have to put up 60 block on turn 2 with only 3 cards is, I don't even know how I do it sometimes. It's so difficult to put up that much block. Basically, you have to have draw on your deck, right? Anyways, that was not a very fantastic run. I feel like I've been having these types of runs frequently, where I don't really have what I need ever. Every fight feels like I have to concentrate and figure out what the hell am I doing in order to handle every specific enemy. I have no general strategy going through my entire run. So this seems to happen quite a lot for me recently anyways. But hey, you know, we at least made it to the 4th act. That's not that bad. It could be worse. It could be worse.